Where do they go to? 1, and we have the Edgel Innkeeper. Yes! You guys want to know what's fun? Well, basically anything with Genesis Ultimatum, but Genesis Ultimatum deck with a TEMUR Adventures like theme here and an OBOSH deck, all mushed together. And this deck actually got someone up to 5th place in Mythic. 5th place? That's not a word. 5th place in Mythic, and super sweet deck, and I've been testing it out, playing around a little bit, and it is so fun. So I'm excited to show this one to you guys. So basically what we have is we have OBOSH, which means that we can only have odd cover mana cost things. So no 2-drops, no 3 or 4 drops, whatever. And so we have to stick with good 1-drops. Edgel Innkeeper being a perfect 1-drop for all of our adventure stuff, which works perfect for OBOSH, that we get to have our, we can still get a 2-mana spell by having Stomp, by having Petty Theft, by having more 1-drop things with Lovestruck Beast. And so also we get to curve out really well having these extra cards in here, but also have them be big beefy creatures. Brazen Borrower being able to hit for 6 with an OBOSH on the battlefield is really powerful, especially as a flyer. And then we also get to just kind of ramp up with our Cultivates, with our Beanstalk Giants, Great Henge, getting up to that pretty easily actually with Mammoths and our Lovestruck Beast, being able to pretty consistently get to it if we have it. This is kind of a funky deck how we don't have that many lands. So we have 22 lands in the basic deck, 4 Mammoths, 1 Spikefield Hazard, and that's basically it. I think 1 Glassful Mimic. It's kind of interesting. I would not have built it quite this way, but people know better than I do, obviously. And this deck, it just runs super smooth, and it's super fun to play. And let's just go ahead and jump into the gameplay so I can show it off to you guys. Wish me luck, and here we go. Up against Medicus Dota, and I feel like we never have an untapped green source for this Edgel Innkeeper. That just seems to not happen. We do have Cultivate on turn 3, so I'm going to keep this. Lead off with the Fable passes so we can get the Edgel Innkeeper past the turn. Dude, I feel like we've run up against a ton of Yorion decks. Unless I put this as the first game, then we haven't done that yet. Alright, Edgel Innkeeper, Glassful Mimic, pass the turn. Trail of Crumbs. Alright, is this the just straight up food deck? There's a really good just food deck that's going on around right now. Alright, we're going to swing in. Get a little frisky here. Make them think about it for that 1 point of damage, because this is really important stuff, Oh, they are thinking about it. Attack in confidently. Yeah, that's fine. we had nothing. Just wasted people's time. That's okay. Alright, grab red source and I guess green. Red on the battlefield. Pass turn. Alright, now let's try to get up to this Great Henge. Yep, sacks, draws with Trail of Crumbs. Yasharn. Interesting. Birth of Melons. Okay, so they're digging deep for lands here. That's actually a really good sign. And not hitting it. Doom Foretold is very annoying, though. Ooh, that's very annoying. If we can get the Great Henge out and draw enough cards, we can maybe stay ahead on the damage output or on everything here. All right, let's see here. Let's go red source. Stomp the Goose. Play the Crushy. Draw a card. Spikefield Hazard. Down to 19, pass the turn. Alright, so we get to Great Henge and playing Bone Crusher Giant. So then we have a few things out on board. Does go for the Doom Foretold. Man, I hate this card so much. Sack Innkeeper. Play Forest. Play Henge. I could just play the Edgel Innkeeper now. Hold up. Go to combat. So we're going to do that. They go ahead and block now. Now let's get out things that can actually do damage. All right, play out Bone Crusher Giant. We're gonna have to sacrifice one of them. I guess I could have sacrificed Edgewell Innkeeper, but that ends up drawing us more cards when we actually can sequence into something. In hindsight, we could have played out Lovestruck Beast as well, but that's fine. It's okay. Gilded Goosey. Resolve. There is something to be said about just taking out the Great Henge and just like swinging in, but I think that getting to the ultimatums is what matters here. So let's try to make that happen. Edgewell Innkeeper. Raisenbauer. Okay, bounce this before our upkeep. I think it's our best play. Yeah, let's play out Lovestruck Beast. We haven't played out a land yet, so now we get to Beanstalk Giant and play a land and hold up Raisenbauer. No, we passed the turn. Doom Foretold, they have to sack something. Probably the Gilded Goose. Trello Crumbs, interesting. I mean, they have lots of cards in hand, so I guess that's fair. So yeah, bounce the Doom Foretold at the end step just so we can keep things on board. Try to get a few turns where we're going off here. Losing the Great Henge is annoying. That's an ultimatum. Not as good as I'd like it to be. Still, lots of extra mana is very nice. Very nice. Activate this. I think we grab blue mana. Cultivate can only grab one card now anyway. So it's kind of a dead card here in hand. So let's go for blue source. So I might just fire off the Spikefield Hazard just to make sure that Yasharn dies. I need to start getting in some points of damage though, or that it get exiled so it doesn't actually come back. They only have the Gilded Goose to bring back the ECD. Here, let's just swing with Lovestruck Beast. Don't need to get too fancy just yet. Chumps there. Okay. Don't want to draw now. What could I actually find? I guess nothing. Yeah, pass the turn. Things start costing more, so that means Spikefield Hazard isn't useful anymore. Doom Foretold is looking a lot worse for them. They're going to try to dig for some sort of... Alright, Elspeth's Nightmare. 2 or less. Has to go for the 1/1. So that Lovestruck Beast turns off. Or the Edgewell Innkeeper and take away our card draw. I mean, I know which one I would probably do, but that's cool. Alright, play this now. Ooh, now we have the Raisenbauer. So, going to go for the ultimatum to make sure that it doesn't get taken by Elspeth's Nightmare, even though it costs 2 more. We still have plenty of lands for it. Although, playing Obosh here... Actually, do we just win if we get the Obosh down? I think we do. Especially because we have Brazenbar to bounce this guy. Yeah, let's do that. So, Obosh to hand. Play out Obosh. Bounce you. Swing for 1.5 million. And this is kind of like the other side of the deck that like is so cool. Is once you have lots of mana, Obosh just comes in as like, oh, by the way, we have double damage for everything. All of our big creatures that like you thought you could survive. Yeah, not anymore. And I love this deck. It has so many fun, intricate things. I think the biggest issue with it is that there's only 22 basic lands, so there's a lot of tapped lands going on. And in some matchups, it's just a little bit too slow. I'm not sure exactly how to fix it, though, because the numbers and everything is right. Maybe you have to go up to like 65 cards or 64 again. It's a fun deck, though. All right, up against this guy, Chrono Rush. And really slow hand, but a lot of good early game interaction as well. I don't have to go down to 6 cards, so I guess we don't. I guess. Alright, play out the Mammoth, pass the turn. Okay, play out Fable Passage. Lovestruck Beast. Pass the turn. Abzanyorian. Alright, do I want Brazen Bar? They're going to want ETB effects with this anyway, right? I'm just not sure if getting red will actually help us at all here for the Bone Crusher Giant. We typically need more blue in this deck, so I guess we run that. That's an untapped land for later. Do we need something untapped on turn 4? I need this as a land anyway, so let's just go ahead and play that out. Swing in. Down to 19, pass the turn. Perfect thing to bounce. That's what we like to see. Alright, yeah, let's slow him down a little bit. Let's start getting ahead. Go ahead and grab a red source here. Do we just play out the Lovestruck Beast? I think that would be pretty nice. If we already have another bounce, we can start getting this for some damage. So yeah, let's just go ahead. Lovestruck Beast. Swing him in. I'd rather bounce to get in for damage than other stuff. Alright. Hits Lovestruck Beast. That we can kill with Bone Crusher Giant. Killing this now. I guess I should have waited. That's fine. I could have got a gotcha moment. That's fine. Alright, pass the turn. Could have also played out Bone Crusher Giant, or like, we'll probably play out Brazen Bar if we don't have anything better to do here. Yeah, let's do that. So I could bring OBOSH to hand and start getting some damage in with these Brazen Borrowers, or I could just bounce and play another Brazen Borrower and get a lot of damage through. Okay, down to 11. I could play Bone Crusher Giant, Brazen Borrower. Let's go Bone Crusher Giant. Pass the turn. Elspeth's Nightmare. Something with power 2 or less, so it gets the 1/1. That's cool. Oh, I should have bounced this Tessin. They get a draw here now. That was my bad. I should have bounced this earlier. It's okay. They still can't do much this turn. And we get a hit for a bunch. If we have a shock, then they're dead. Yeah, we still were in control that one. I just messed up a couple of things. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Sometimes I do that. All right, we are up against Entropy, and we do have Edgewell Innkeeper on turn 2. This is a little bit funky. I'm going to keep it, though. It ain't bad. A lot of good early game stuff. We do have the Genesis Ultimatum. We can potentially get some good card draw rolling here. All right, I actually might just play that out here. So, Edgewell Innkeeper. Since I won't be able to play anything out anyway, and I do want to be hitting our lands, we actually want lots of blue mana for the ultimatums. And I want to turn this into red, so then we can just have a little bit better chance of getting to the ultimatum here. Spikefold Hazard. Boo. Rude. Alright, we get our Lovestruck Beast. Put out the red source, pass the turn, hold up the Bone Crushy Giant. Yeah. Rude. Alright, we're going to discard the Genesis Ultimatum. I'm not totally sure how many things Bone Crusher Giant hits in this deck. I'm trying to remember. I could just go face, but... yeah, let's just pass. There's another one. We should have gone face. Apparently. Alright, play out Love Struck Beast. Swing in with the 1/1. That's the turn. Wow, 3 Bone Crusher Giants. Only 1 red source. This might get awkward. Heartless Sack kills the Love Struck Beast. That's cool, that's cool. Croxa. What should we discard? I guess we'll do this one. Did Obosh light up, or was that because he was hovering over it? That was kind of funky. Alright, Alright, grab a red source, I guess. I guess I shouldn't have tapped the red source here. Alright, whatever. Grab it, snag it, swing in. Pass the turn. I mean, they're gotta be guaranteed know that we have Bone Crusher Giant since we already discarded one. And we're holding up this. That's okay. Ox of Agonis. Just kill that now. Lots of Croxes in the graveyard, and lots of cards in the graveyard now too, which is gonna be bad. So we can get to the Beanstalk Giant before too long. We can empty out our hand so it doesn't this guy doesn't get discarded. That means that we can't really play out our Obosh. So let's just do this. Let's just... I want to empty the hand. Actually, let's do this. What am I doing? Yeah. Play out Bone Crusher Giant. Swing in. Untapped land gives us Beanstalk Giant, which can then start blocking Croxes. And that's good. Getting Obosh onto the battlefield is also pretty nice. We get to 8 mana. We can do it all in 1 turn. So if they play Croxa, they have to exile a lot of things here. Alright, Spikefield Hazard. That's cool. Getting more stuff into the graveyard so they don't have to exile as many Croxes. I'm assuming that's what that's about there. Alright, just so I don't have to have a response, I'm just going to go ahead and ping this now. Okay, untap land. Give it to me now. 2 cards in the graveyard still. That's not an untapped land. I might cycle this here. I could bring Obosh to hand, Bone Crusher, discard this. I'm fine taking the 3. We have a blocker then for Croxa. I could also just play it out and have Beanstalk Giant on the next turn. That might be the better play. Don't want to bring this to hand, though. Yeah, let's just go ahead and play it out. We need to get to 7 mana for this deck to really work. A lot of the things we have, Genesis Ultimatums, now we have plenty of really good top decks that get us back into the game. We're just going to take it. Oh, that's a lot of damage, actually. With more Croxes coming. We could kill it. They could have, like, Embercleave here. We lose both Bone Crusher Giants. We know that we have Beanstalk Giant on the next turn. This is actually rather risky, but I'm going to go ahead and just say let it through. Down to 8. This means that we have to start really taking care of the 3 life that we can lose from Croxes. If we find a land here, we get to do... we could have been up to 16 points of damage, but they do have a jump blocker. Now we get an Indwelling Keeper. Alright, well, we discard that so we don't have to take 3. That's fine. Let's swing with 1. Just in case I have removal, we can't take another hit from Croxa. Down to 11, pass the turn. Creates another zombie. Can bring back another Croxa or an Ox. I'm really not sure what I think of Ox. Like, I've seen a lot of people playing it here and there, and it's aight, you know? it's not that amazing, though, in my opinion. Maybe I'm undervaluing it. I know the card draw can be really nice if you have it, like, hit the right times, but I feel like there's better things to play. Maybe not. If you're already playing a graveyard deck, then yeah, it makes sense. Alright, well, we don't actually get to kill the Croxa. Cultivate. That puts a land into our hand. We can play Obosh, but not get it out. Play it out the next turn and actually be able to block Croxa. Okay, Obosh to hand. Pass. This feels so not good. Just haven't had very good running here today with this hand. Duress. Forces the discard of Obosh. I'm kind of okay with that, though. It still means we're not taking 3 here. I don't know why they're not swinging with the 2/2s. There's no way we're letting that through. Not at this point. We have to find basically Genesis Ultimatum here, or we're dead. Maybe like a giant will work again. That's not going to do it. All right. Well, that's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. All right, up against Austin, and we do have an untapped land for this. I don't think we really need to get this out quickly, though. So yeah, we'll keep this. I actually like Glassful Mimic to put onto the Innkeeper or onto like the Beanstalk Giant at some point, or Brazen Bar. It just works for a lot of things, okay? Triome. So I could play out just Edgewell Innkeeper. I could hold up Bone Crusher and Borrower. I think getting out the tap land might be better here. Go Innkeeper. Pass the turn. Yorion, Demir, okay. Esper. Treacherous Blessing. Oh, it's Doom Foretold. This one could be rough on us. If I have Doom Foretold on the next turn, would I rather have creatures out or kind of just get ramp rolling here? If I can get to Tear the Peaks, that'd be really nice. Either way, let's attack. Could bring out like Brazen Borrower and draw a card, lose this, get to But now let's just go ahead and start ramping, so we can do more things on a turn later. Get a blue source, pass the turn. Yeah, there it is, Doom Foretold. What am I doing this turn? If I just want to play out Brazen Borrower, that could be fine. I can draw a card and try to hit that untapped land, hold up like Bone Crusher Giant. Or we could just let the Doom Foretold cycle through and die out. Hold up stuff for a few turns. I think that's fine. We could even bounce the Treacherous Blessing, which they get to draw cards again, which, I mean, that's what they want, but they also have to lose the Doom Foretold. It's kind of funky. Alright, Edgewell Innkeeper. Glassful Mimic. Bounce the Blessing. That is really funky. They could potentially have like an Omen of the... yeah, Omen's here. Yeah. Rude. If we hit a land, we could just kind of wait for the ultimatum. I could even like kill our Edgewell Innkeeper so that this just goes away and we don't have to deal with it again. We'd end up discarding the ultimatum. Dude, I just hate being stuck under like the Doom Foretold. Alright, I don't think this is necessarily the right way. I'm going to test this out though. We're going to actually kill our own Edgewell Innkeeper so that Doom Foretold just fires off. Okay, discard a card, discard this. I just want to not have to deal with that. Get lands out. Play Bone Crusher Giant. Pass the turn. Tear the Peaks with something else would be really nice. Do they have another Doom Foretold? They're pretty far away from the Dance of the Man still. Archon of Sun's Grace. I hate playing this out and not having something right away. Being Side Giant's not much better either though. Alright, it's a blocker for Archon. No attacks, pass the turn. Extinction Event is... yeah, okay, there we go. ECD. Alright, now we basically have like 3 turns to try to find Genesis Ultimatum and hit big. If we don't do that, I think it's game over. They just chump block and swing bigger. I don't know. We're swinging in. Why not? Let them trade off. Takes it down to 21. Yeah, I played this one really funky. I tried to go for some risky lines. By the way, I know when I'm doing some risky lines. Doesn't mean I want to change it because I like to have fun playing Magic rather than just do the same old boring. If this happens, you do this. Down to 6. Yeah, we didn't find anything. That's cool. Good game. Actually, if they didn't have the blocker, Beanstalk Giant died. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, up against Jereba. And yeah, we'll keep this. Debating what my priority is. Getting out Lovestruck Beast tokens or holding up the Brazen Barber. We're on the play, so I guess we get in things that can deal damage first. Pass the turn. Swing in. Play out the Triome. With a Lovestruck Beast token. Pass the turn again. Stompy's one of them. Rude. Untapped land. Come on, you know you can do it. Alright, well we get Brazen Barber here. Pass the turn. I hate bouncing back at Bone Crusher Giant. It gives them another stomp. Which means it kind of turns off our Lovestruck Beasts. That's an interesting one. We can hold that up to bounce a lot worse things. Hey, Lovestruck Beasts actually just stop what's going on, or I can start ramping. We can cultivate. Alright, we're gonna go Lovestruck Beast. Now I don't want to go for the Glasspool Mimic or just a normal land. I think we need lands. Play this out, pass the turn. No attacks. I mean, one thing to do that's good against Mono Red is just play out big beefy things, right? Yeah, we're fine trading off there. We got another one. Alright, let's just ramp for a little bit. No attacks, we can chump block the Torbrand. This also thins our deck, hopefully so we can start hitting action. Action is nice, I've decided. Chump the Torbrand. They don't have Embercleave yet. Rimrock Knight's pretty bad though, that's 8 points of damage. Oh no, it's just +2. I keep thinking double for some reason. Alright, let's play out Fave Patches. Again, thinning out the deck here. I know we have the forest. They know we have more stuff now, but that's fine. Alright, Lovestruck Beast, holding up a bunch of blue mana. We could just bounce. Get out the Great Henge now. Alright. Limits a little bit the kind of things that we can do, but that's fine. Pass turn. Yeah, do it. Pump again. Rimrock Knight comes out. Yeah, we'll just say nah. And gain some life. I love that. Just say no. Okay, play out Forest. Terror of the Peaks. Yeesh. Oh, we don't have quite enough. I was hoping to kill Torbrand here. Alright, Brazen Bar, just to draw a card real quick. I think we do want Obosh to hand. Oh, wait. Does it get the counter on it before this resolves? I can't remember. So does it do 4 points of damage to it? It does deal 4. Okay. I forget how that reads, so I could have killed Torbrand. I messed up there. Okay, Phoenix of Ash. We will definitely trade off with the Brazen Bar. They can bring it back. That's fine. Actually, not anytime real soon. Or we can just take it. We can bring Obosh out here on the next turn. Kill Torbrand, swing for the win, no blocks. Alright, play out Obosh. Kill Torbrand. just to get rid of a blocker. Oh, I can't swing with Lovestruck Beast. Right. Now I swing it. We still had 20 points of damage on board there. I should have sent that to face, though. Up against Sprib now. What's a Sprib? I don't think I know. It's cool, whatever it is. I'm excited. This is an interesting hand. Only 2 lands, but we have a ton of action with these 2 lands. And potentially can get to 4 lands. If we hit another land. Alright, so Edgewelling Keeper. Pass the turn. Maybe it's better to go for Lovestruck Beast token first, actually. I keep going for this right away, but that just gives him, like, you know exactly what we're doing. Right away. And gives them ways to start looking for answers. Heart's Desire. Land. Swing him in. Down to 19. Pass the turn. Alright, well, we got another Cultivate. We need to hit a land. Please, pretty please. There it is. That's great. Cultivate. It might just be 2 blue sources, right? Because we want to get to the ultimatum. No attacks, pass the turn. We have the other colors we need. They have dual of each of those. This just makes sure that we can get to the Genesis ultimatum without having to have luck. But it also means we have to play a little bit funkily. Funkily? Yeah. Around the rest of this. Swings in, no blocks. Alright. The Terror of the Peaks is a little bit risky just because I'm not doing anything with it right away. I could go for Lovestruck Beast, Bonecrusher Giant. Actually, that might be better. But I could also get Lovestruck Beast out after playing Terror of the Peaks. I always feel like this is wrong, but it's always what I want to do. Pass the turn. Yeah. Yeah. Rude. No blocks. Alright, so this is 6 mana, so we get the Genesis Ultimatum on the next turn. Alright, so let's go Lovestruck Beast. This will start costing extra, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill this now. Oh, that means Genesis costs more on the next turn, too. That's fine. Treacherous Blessing. I'm actually thinking I kind of want OBOSH in deck, just so that I can not have to pay 8 to get it on the board. Because, like, the ability sometimes is really nice with the board states that we have. A little bit unexpected for them. So maybe, like, 1 more OBOSH in the deck could be nice. Apparition. Speak, Apparition. Swings a Solemn. Doesn't swing a Solemn. Intriguing. Another Skyclave Apparition is coming out as well, so let's not give him a target. Which means Bonecrusher Giant. Could just play out the big dude without doing anything else. This is Doom Foretold, isn't it? Yeah, so we know Apparition is coming back out, so let's just play this out. That's fine. We could have ramped instead. No attacks. Pass the turn. Yeah, 0 targets. There's the Doom Foretold. Rough. Now do I wait a turn to actually play out this Genesis Ultimatum? No, we're just gonna let it happen. We have something to discard. Pass the turn. Croxa. I guess we lose the OBOSH. We have to hit real big with this Genesis Ultimatum now. Okay, block here, get a 3/3. Down to 9. Discard here. I'm able to play this and still the Genesis Ultimatum, right? That could get a lot of... No, it's only whenever we cast the spell. Never mind. Alright. Genesis Ultimatum. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of damage to face. Ooh, that's a lot of damage to face. Where do they go to? 1? And we have the Etchel Innkeeper? Yes! Dude, Genesis Ultimatum is so fun. That like never happens to me, but that was great. All right, so there you guys have it with TEMUR OBOSH, and dude, I love this deck. It's so fun. I don't think you're really missing out on too many things you could have in the 2-drop slot or 4-drop slot. I'm sure there's some things that'd be nice to have, but having the OBOSH available to just kind of like, oh, by the way, we have 8 mana and now we have lethal. Booyah. Is actually really cool. The Genesis Ultimatum is super fun. You might just get the Terror of the Peaks and a bunch of creatures hitting the board. Terror of the Peaks with Beanstalk Giant is just so much damage in the late game, especially because you get the lands with Genesis Ultimatum as well, so it gets even bigger. It's just a really, really fun deck, and so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.